So, hi everyone, and welcome to Level Up Your Decks. Thanks for joining me for this not typically scheduled class. I figured, let the 4th of July be what it is. People will probably be off doing things, so we'll have one today instead, right after it. So I think we should go ahead and get into it. Today we're going to focus on the back a little bit. There was a request on Twitter for that, so I thought, why not do it today? Yes, we will. Oh, hi! Oh, perfect! You're going to do it in real life, Owen. Great. Yes, it is the thing that you requested today. Wonderful. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, let me ask, though. Tony is pregnant, correct? Because if that's the case, I might adjust what I'm doing to make it perfectly accessible for her today. If we're going to do that, I will actually, I might not do the back focus thing. Tell me which one you would prefer, because I'll do either one today. But the back practice, okay. Let's do one that is accessible for prenatal today, so you can do everything, you don't have to worry about it. And then next time we'll do one that's more focused on the back. Not that you can't get both, but it does change a little bit of what I'm going to do. Okay, perfect. All right, sounds good. So we'll start that. Before we go, just, here we go. I can never figure out which side this is on. Yes, of course, Owen. Will do. This right here, cosplay yoga, this is a bit of a misnomer, really, because when we hit this, I'm going to teach a class as a character. That character is going to teach the class. It's not just going to be dressed as the character. Ray or Bellatrix Lestrange or Harley Quinn will teach that class. So that's what we're working towards. And also, if you are able to donate and you enjoy what you're seeing today, it does help me continue to bring this. Even $1 means a whole lot, makes a difference. Especially, it adds up. So right here-ish, I believe, is a donation link for Streamlabs. If you don't want to do that, PayPal's right below it, so you can also do that. Very much appreciated, and it will add towards this goal. And also, you can subscribe to the channel now. I am getting those emotes. They're pending, but I do have emotes that are coming up, and I will have the badges coming up soon. All of that is pending, so stay tuned for that. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me start some music here. Okay. And let me make sure you guys can actually hear this because, whoops, wrong spot. Because I've noticed the last few times, for some reason it puts my desktop audio on silent. Hi, Bondo. Yes, happy 5th of July. Haha, Zuko emote. Yes, they do like cats. No, there isn't yet, but there just might be in the future, so that's something you should stay tuned for. All right. So we are doing, and I want to tell the rest of you who are not pregnant, a prenatal yoga practice is not an easy practice necessarily. Thank you, Modern Child. Thank you for the bits. And Eric, thank you for hosting. Thank you. So don't feel like, oh, well, this is prenatal yoga, that means I can't do it. That is not true. All right, so let's start. We're going to start seated. And I need to move my microphone so you can hear me. I think this plug is bad. I've just noticed that last time. It comes in and out really well, so I just need to make sure. Still no sound? You hear it now? Huzzah! Okay. Sorry, guys. That's just the plug. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on it. But what I was saying is that... I don't know what all you heard, so I'm just going to repeat it. But for pregnant, there are a few things. Just be aware of not overstretching, and don't overheat. So just be conscious of those things. Overstretching, the body is more flexible when you're pregnant, and then whenever you've had the baby, it can give you trouble if you overstretch later on. So just be conscious of that. But yes, we're going to start seated. And again, if you are not pregnant, you can start on your back if you want, but go ahead and stay seated otherwise. And just take a few deep breaths. Let's inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Letting the exhales be an audible sigh. Letting the breath be deep. And then let's switch the breath to just in and out through the nose. This is the breath we'll use in our work today. And as we're breathing here, letting both the inhale and the exhale be about the same length, let's also turn our attention to the body. Just scan through it a little bit. Just move from head to toes. See how you're feeling today. Notice any parts of the body that you might want to go easy on or be gentle with, and really make a note of those. Let those guide you today. So I'm going to give variation. So you take the option that feels best for you. And here's the thing. You guys know your body the best because you live in it. You're the only one who can feel it. All I can give you is alignment. And really that's it. Proper alignment, the pose. But your body's going to tell you what's okay. So feel free to listen to that. On our next inhale, let's sweep both arms up. Bringing hands together, we'll exhale, hands to the heart. If you're on your back, come up to seated for this. And just continue with the breath in and out through the nose. Let's do one more. And then on the next inhale, we're just going to take one arm up and stretch through the side of the body. The other hand can come to the mat. Exhale that arm, inhale the other. And we'll just switch side to side a few more times. So the biggest thing in prenatal yoga is we're staying away from inversions. So anywhere where the heart is below the hips. And we're staying away from the majority of twists. There are a few twists you can do, but most of them we do not want to do. And we're staying away from laying on the back. And we're focusing on opening the hips. Let's find one more on both sides. And then from here, we'll come back to seated, and let's roll one shoulder back. And let's release the shoulder, switch to the other. Welcome to anyone who is joining us. We are doing yoga that is for everyone, but is also accessible for prenatal, for folks who are pregnant. Let's release this shoulder, and on an exhale, let's let one ear drop towards the same shoulder. Inhale back up, exhale to the other side, and just switching side to side a few times. Wow, my shoulders are tight. Let's do one more on both sides. We'll come back to center. And then from here, let's swing the feet around. Let's come to all fours. You can always add some cushion under the knees. I have I think it's like a little meditation squishy cushion thing that can work, or blanket, or you can roll up the mat a little bit. But make sure joints are stacked, so wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips. We're gonna flow through cat-cow. Start with cat, round through the spine. We'll inhale cow, curving through the spine. And we're always moving from the tailbone to the head. You can also use fist for wrists, like I just changed my hands to, just to take pressure off. I do that a lot. Find one more through both. And then we'll come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to switch to a side leg lift. So for this, we're going to lift the right knee. We're going to take it out in line with the hip, lifting just as high as it wants to go without turning the torso open. Exhale, drop back down. Switch sides, left leg. Good, and just continuing side to side. I'll turn this way so you all can see it from this perspective. Just going with the breath. Turn back this way. My autofocus is being wonky today. Let's find one more on both sides. And then meeting back at all fours, we're going to switch to a spinal balance. So for this, we're on an inhale, taking the right arm, the left leg out in line with the spine, flexing the foot, press through the heel, reach from fingertips to toes. If this balance feels like too much, bring that foot down to the mat. So the toes are to the mat. All right, so it's up to you. Switch sides on the inhale, left arm, right leg. So we're exhaling, we're releasing, inhaling as we reach out. Good. You can also do the arm and then the leg if the balance doesn't feel safe, doesn't feel comfortable. Kind of depends on where you are today. Let's find one more on both sides. And then after this one, we're going to come back to child's pose. So sitting back, you can give a little space between the knees or the belly. Otherwise, whatever feels comfortable here. Bringing forehead to the mat or to stacked fists. Just take a moment. You can rock side to side, massage the hips if you'd like. And then let's move through a few push-ups. So from here, we'll inhale forward to kneeling plank. Shoulders over wrists, hips are past knees. Shift the body weight forward a little bit more, bend elbows to kneeling crocodile. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, child's. Good. So just going with the breath at your own pace. Again, we're inhaling forward, exhaling to crocodile. Inhale back up, come back to child's pose. If this is too intense today, you can also omit crocodile and just move back and forth from kneeling plank to child's pose. If you want more intense, you can omit child's pose and just move back and forth from kneeling crocodile to kneeling plank. It's up to you. I kind of like the whole thing. Let's do 2 more. You don't have to bend the elbows a whole lot. I'm not bending mine a whole lot. Only do a little bit. Let's meet back in child's pose after that last one. And then once here, let's step forward with the right foot into a kneeling lunge. And again, feel free to add some cushion under that back knee. I like to use blocks here. I know you may not have blocks. You certainly do not have to have them. They just make my arms a little longer, which is more comfortable on my back. You can also have hands on the mat. You could also put hands on a chair or something in front of you if you want. Anything that's stable. But we're going to move through this lunge. So on an inhale, we're going to take the hips back, straightening out this leg a little bit. And exhale, we'll come forward. And just going with the breath. Always go at your own pace. You don't have to go at my pace. Going with the breath is more important. Ooh, my Bluetooth connection is not happy. Keep going, guys. 1 second. Sorry for the double noise. Yeah. Weird. Okay. Do I recommend hot yoga? Oh, definitely not for prenatal, I don't. Let's do one.